After the longest, most excruciating 7 days of my life, this episode finally dropped and it was beautiful.
Sensational.
Jinwoo vs. Beru was dead ass cinema, and I know I told y'all John Wick was coming out, but I had to put it on hold for this. Enough yapping though, let's get into the fight. Alright, so a little recap of the last episode. Basically, Baru cooked the S-Ranks. Scratch that, he fried these niggas to the point where you felt bad for them. And because of this, you know my glorious king had to pull up to the function. So he walked up on Baru. Aura farming per usual, and Beru is not a fan of someone having a colder presence in him. So he rocks Jinwoo shit. The S-Rank starts talking down on my goat, talking about, why would a mage get that close? He underestimated bro and got punished for it. Bro, y'all do not have that privilege right now after what I witnessed last week. Do I really gotta roll the tapes to refresh your memory?
See if I snuck up in your bedroom, touch you while you sleep. Would you act surprised as if you didn't know it's me?
I rest my case. Moving along, Baru starts talking crazy too, saying, sorry ass nigga, you ain't no king. Just for the smoke to clear, my goat is standing there unfazed by the attack. Bro really thought he could compete with my glorious king. Oh nah. Jinwoo holds him in place and hits him with an uppercut from the deepest pits of hell. Shit left him completely stunned. Aw man. Then he follows up with the right. Peep the impact frames too. I can't lie, the animator snapped with this one. They was really in their bag for real. Now I don't know what this position would be called, but this hook had Baru looking crazy. Nigga look like he trying to hit the name mid-fight. Everyone is just watching in disbelief. Got the S-Ranks asking, this nigga really a mage? Shit, I don't even know anymore. I wasn't ready for this. Jinwoo is just standing over his body, commenting on his defense, but he recovers and tries to catch him with an overhead. But this is Sung Jinwoo, so of course he blocks it. Then they trade a few blows and the cameraman starts talking. Nah gang, I'm just an A-rank and all I can do is stand up. Their power alone is enough to make me pass out. And this just shows a different level that these two are on compared to the other hunters. Now I would like to mention that I have not read the manga and wouldn't like to see any spoilers in the comments, but let's move along. So Jinwoo been applying pressure on bro this entire time and he notices this. But before he can react, Jinwoo gut chased him so hard they had to add another impact frame. And he's sent flying, but he's able to catch himself and recover. He falls to his knees and is met with a scary sight. Jinwoo's just standing over him, flexing his aura, but Baru can't go for that. So he flies in to attack, but they clash and Jinwoo ducks below. Charging up the right so powerful, I turn my head the other way as if I got hit. Not gonna lie though, getting your head turned to a 150-degree angle is crazy work. On your block at that. It's still not as crazy as your team losing 108-14. Either y'all was playing Team Jabberwock or y'all never need to touch a basketball again. As a matter of fact, don't even watch a game again. Especially your black ass, fake Shaquille O'Neal looking ass nigga. Then Baru gets one up on Jinwoo, shooting out what I think is his tongue, slashing his face and hitting him with poison. Jinwoo asks what it is and he says it's a mix of toxins from marine life around the island. Boosted by his power and that Jinwoo shouldn't even be able to move anymore. He says it's raps for bro and loads up an overhead, then the screen goes black.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like, for real.
Dramatic ass animators. They know good and well that no one thought my goat was gonna go out like this. Everything clears and we see Jinwoo caught the attack to no one's surprise. He punches him in the chest, sending him flying into some rocks, and Hunter Choi is baffled because they just saw bro get poisoned, but Bake isn't surprised anymore. I'm still mad at you because you convinced Bung Yu to join the raid in the first place, leading to his death, but I'm gonna worry about that later. Maybe my perception has gotten too overpowered, but I can sense bro's feeling. That bitch in him. We in the same boat though, but I gotta lock in and finish this battle. He rushes towards him, attempting a kick from above, but Baru flash steps away, then it gets crazy. He like, poison ain't working, and I can't get up with him. Well, shit. And he starts to transform. Street saying the name is Berserker mode, and I can't even lie, this form kinda gas. I got to give it to him. But I can't talk about gas without mentioning the OST because it's fire too. Now I can't play it because of copyright, but I swear the entire studio was working overtime for this episode. Jinwoo summons a demon monarch stagger and flash steps towards Baru, who parries the attack, sending him to ground level. He goes in on offense, but Jinwoo blocks that. He's sent flying, but he recovers and then unlocks Godspeed to rush back into battle and they clash. I know y'all see the impact frame though. That was tough. Now I gotta slow this next part down for y'all so we can get that premium analysis because they moving a little too fast. Just bear with me though. They clash, cartwheel around each other, clash again, but Jinwoo does a backflip to weave his second attack. Parries the next hit, then flips over him to apply pressure before grabbing onto him and pause for a moment. There is absolutely no reason For you to be doing all that, you are fighting what is realistically the strongest enemy you've come across in the show when you start moving like a ballerina. This aura farming has to end. He tries to throw Beru, but he pulls an Uno reverse card, throwing him instead, but he recovers and Beru rushes back in and they go hit for hit for a moment. Jinwoo loses the exchange, and now that he's open, Beru punches him in the air, then uses the powers he stole from that one dude to create a nice shield around himself as Jinwoo hits the ground. Then he shatters the ice to create a bunch of shards to launch at Jinwoo, and he manages to dodge every single one, but part of the cave collapses. Then Beru turns into Pikachu, leaping onto the fallen debris to get to Jinwoo, who's still falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. My fault, I gotta lock in. They clash and flash up around the area to clash again, and Beru takes a moment to acknowledge how fast Jinwoo is. Not just that, he's getting even faster, and he questions how this is possible, and this is where the animators decided to pop a perk and go all in. They both look at each other with their eyes glowing before they clash once more, fading the area around them, and I can't even commentate on this part because they're moving so fast that they're just glowing lines moving across the screen. And base reaction has me dying because this is how we were all looking at our screens watching this. For this next part, I gotta slow it down again and try my best to explain what's happening. Jinwoo flips over Beru, weaves a follow-up, then flips away to avoid the third hit, so Beru tries to slide in, but Jinwoo dodges it and they both disappear out of frame for a moment. Oh nah, they moving so fast even the cameraman lost them for a second. That shouldn't even be possible. Cameraman locks in though, showing Jinwoo rushing towards Beru before getting up close and moving all around. Bro made sure to give us every angle, I respect it. Beru flies in, but Jinwoo weaves the attack, then jumps over him. Now I don't know what happened in this short time span, but when we see them again, Jinwoo is holding Beru in the air before slamming him to the ground, and they both dash into the air. The cameraman gets up close, showing us that they're both in that mode right now before they zoom away once more. Now I just want to remind y'all that the other X-Ranks are just standing here, watching all this play out, completely unaware what's going on. Like I genuinely need one of their POVs of what's happening and their reactions. We see them clash once more. Then Jinwoo turns on Ultra Instinct, dodging every hit before going for his own attacks, and Beru dodges every single one of his. And then they go hit for hit until Jinwoo tosses the blades at Beru, staggering him, and oh nah. Look at bro's face right now. He knows he's cooked. Bro realized he ain't built for this head ass. Meanwhile, Jinwoo's just being nonchalant per usual before he pieces the hell out of him. Then catches his blades and does it again. Nah, they got Beru moving all types of directions right now. Got him glitching and shit. He got tired of the disrespect though and starts freaking out before slamming Jinwoo into the ground. I have not seen his eyes pop out this much since he fought Igris. I already know this struck a crazy nerve in bro. Then Beru stands over him, about to land a killing blow. Got my goat looking petrified as he holds that blade up to his eye, but then the system comes in clutch once again. His fatal strike skill is upgraded to mutilation, and he used it to cut up his arms like sushi before slashing him 100 more times. Unfortunately for Jinwoo, he has Bungyu's healing power, so he's able to regenerate his arms and put up a nice barrier to stop his attack. This next part is bad looks for bro because he starts running away as fast as he can, but Jinwoo not finna let him escape, so he dashes towards him and he tries to fly away. This turned out to be a dead end, and Jinwoo circles around him, getting above him before landing on him with mutilation, sending him crashing down. When the smoke clears, we see bro with no arms and no legs. Oh nah, getting amputated by your opponent is crazy work, not gonna lie. Then he starts crashing out like Kanye on Twitter. Who is this nigga? This nigga, and this triggers something in the end, so you know what time it is. Jinwoo smirks and tell his squad to get active, and everybody on that time. Igris and Iron slash up hella hands. Kaiju clears out an area, and we see the orcs make way for Tusk to shoot out a giant fire blast that goes through the mountain and then some. Oh nah, somebody most definitely got clipped by this and you not telling me otherwise. Then Beru starts monologuing in his defeat, reflecting on what happened and what his purpose is. As he's doing this, Jinwoo steps through the fire and walks up to him, staring him down. Then Beru says he must run to survive as he attempts to fly away. Jinwoo like, where you think you going? And he uses telekinesis to bring him back down, and this next shot is crazy. Trying to run away is already bad looks, but laid on the ground unable to do anything but look up at your opponent might be even worse. Actually, it is most definitely worse. The running is down bad. This is all the way in the trenches, I can't lie. Jinwoo just stares down at him. And if I was Beru, shit, I'd be scared too. You can see the fear in his eyes as he starts crawling on all fours, trying his hardest to escape, but Jinwoo dashes above him, landing on him with mutilation, slashing him hundreds of times, finally ending the battle.
君を殺す